This is my intro, by the way. This is my intro. Hello, my name is A Random Nerd, and this is my podcast, The Tales from the Nerd. This is the show, or this is the podcast where I talk about what's been going on around the week. I was supposed to record this weekend. I couldn't because I was doing family stuff, but there's so much to talk about. Now, I'm not going to talk about TV shows at the moment. I will talk about the Arrow finale, the Supergirl finale, and Legends Tomorrow and Flash finales once they happen. But other than that, I think TV shows will be... I'll try to experiment them a little bit more. But for now, we're going to talk about one of the biggest things in movie history, Avengers Endgame. The 22 epic saga, the 22 conclusion of the Infinity Stones. Now, in my opinion, it was a good Avengers movie. It was a fantastic movie. It gave a lot of payoffs. There was storylines that were concluded. Characters are given good send-offs, and now we are in the conclusion of that. Now, Spider-Man Far From Home will be the conclusion of Phase 3, which is funny because he started in Phase 3, he is ending Phase 3. So, his movie will conclude this phase. Now, Avengers Endgame, I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to set up a timer. I forgot to set up a timer. Now, I have things I wrote down, and now I'm going to... one of the things I want to talk about is Avengers Endgame. Was Hulk misused? This is one of the things I want to talk about. Now, this is spoilers. If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, how can you not? It's on track to make a crap ton of money. Now, was Hulk misused? Yes. I feel like he was misused. Yes, we got the Professor Hulk persona of Bruce Banner Hulk working together as one mind. But in my opinion, I wanted World Breaker Hulk. In my opinion, when Black Widow died and when he was holding the Avengers all together under the rubble, he should have had an anger moment, broke out, and then once he saw Thanos, he's like, I'm coming for you, and just runs and smacks him. And then as slowly as the battle slows down, he starts like, I'm calming down. Like, I would have loved seeing Hulk give a fight. He hasn't given a fight since Age of Ultron in Avengers sense. In Thor, he did fight. And Infinity War, he did fight as well, but he got beat up by Thanos. I'm like, dude, you got the Hulk. He is literally the strongest Avenger. We got Captain Marvel now as the strongest Avenger, but still, like, come on. I want a Hulk. I want a true Hulk character. Because we haven't had a Hulk movie since 2008. The reason being is Universal will not give the rights to Marvel/Disney. But I feel like you're now in the age of these characters where the Hulk is pretty well known that he could carry his own film. I think Mark Ruffalo can pull a good Hulk film. Now, given the right writers and given the right directors, I think he could pull it off. Will they ever make a Hulk movie? Probably not. I mean, there is a big rumor going around that he will start in his own show, which will lead Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, into her own show. So will She-Hulk and Hulk make a good TV show? I think they would. I mean, from the TV show side, they're saying that the episodes are going to be 6 episodes long and about half an hour each, which is good because there is so much content on streaming services these days. So was Hulk misused? Yes. Would I love to see a Hulk that broke out? I mean, I would. You know, here's one thing. I would have loved to seen when Hulk meets the Ancient One, when the Ancient One slaps the Spirit. Because technically, Hulk and Bruce Banner are two different personalities. And we've always seen in the comics and some form of the cartoon shows where their two minds are fighting like, no, I'm in control, no, I'm in control. You know what I'd love to see? When the Ancient One just smacked the Spirit, we should have seen Hulk just saying like, Banner. And Bruce is like, Hulk, buddy, look, we reconcile this. I want freedom. And then giving like the H1 a little speech, she could have been like, Hulk, calm down. And the Hulk's like, you don't calm me down. And she just calm down. Give him a calm down spell. And then, that would have been awesome. But then again, you had to deal with multiple storylines. You had to deal with Stones, Thanos, time travel, and this undoing the snap. So I'm afraid the Russo brothers had a daunting task. Because remember, these two films were filmed back to back. So it's a daunting task just to film one big movie, but filming two with maybe like 3 weeks of a break, kind of hard. But they pull it off. Now, was Hulk misused? The final question: yes, he was underutilized. Next thing, a great 11 story completion as a 22 film arc, as a 11-year story that has emotion, story, direction, Easter eggs, and hints to the future of the Marvel Universe that's been going on for 11 years. I thought it was a nice conclusion with Captain America's story arc and Iron Man's story arc. It was done perfectly. They got perfect send-offs. Did Iron Man need to die? Maybe not. Did Captain America need to go back in time and stay old? Maybe not. But here's the thing. In the comics, they can stay young forever. But in movies, we have to give send-offs to characters. Now, I loved Iron Man. I didn't want to see him die, but I cried twice when I saw Iron Man die. Once on Friday, once on Saturday. And oh my God. Because here's the thing. Robert Downey Jr. has given it his all in his performance of Iron Man. Because literally, he is Iron Man. Because Robert Downey Jr. literally reflects Tony Stark. They are literally both sides of the same coin, in my opinion. And just seeing him be this big figure of Marvel, because Robert Downey Jr. was the face of Marvel. Not Spider-Man, Robert Downey Jr. Now, in the future, we don't know who the face of Marvel could be, but we have so many actors that can do things now in this universe. And the send-off was good. So, as an 11-year story, it was awesome. Because so many Easter eggs happen. And then we are also given teases to future storylines. Now, let's talk about the next thing. Thor joining the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I love Thor. And let's just say, Dad Bod Thor, I love it. Yeah, Dad Bod Thor. Because here's the thing, women are always fantasizing about Chris Hemsworth. I should know because on Instagram it's just, oh my God, Chris Hemsworth, blah, 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 Hemsworth do this. I'm like, he's only a guy. Just leave the man alone. Well, then again, men do that to women too, so I really can't complain. But yeah, Chris Hemsworth is wearing a fat suit, but Thor still has that muscle. He's still strong, but he's fat. But at the end of the film, he is fighting. At the end of the film, he joins the Guardians of the Galaxy with Peter Quill, Groot, Rocket, Drax, and Mantis, and Nebula. And they're on the search for 2014 Gamora. Because the 2018 version of Gamora is still dead because she was, sacrificed by Thanos to get the Soul Stone. Because a soul for a soul, you must give the thing you love the most to the Soul Stone pit. And you know what? I can't wait for Thor because he's not going to be Thor from the comics. He's not going to be this serious guy as we've seen. Because Chris Hemsworth wants him to be a funny, comedic god. Now, I love what they do with the films, but then again, I'm like, you had him at his point when he killed Thanos? No. Before he killed Thanos, he was like, I'm ready for battle. I'm ready to kill this Thanos. I'm like, and they go to Titan, and it's like, where's the stones? I use the stones to destroy the stones. You can't undo my plan. My mission is complete as the Mad Titan. And Thor kills him, and then because of the 5 years of guilt he's gone through, he's all he's been doing is drinking and eating. He hasn't been fighting. he uses his axe, Stormbreaker. He uses Stormbreaker as just a bottle opener. I'm like, okay, he's gonna have a redemption arc probably at the end of the film. I'm like, Thor is not gonna be like this. When he gets when he uses Stormbreaker to fight in the final battle, he's gonna be fit Thor again. No, when he's a Big Lebowski hair, he just gets both hammers because in time travel he went back to Thor Dark World, got his hammer, says, "Oh, I'm worthy again. I can fight." And he calls both hammers. He's wearing this raggedy clothes I think he wore from Ragnarok. Calls out the hammers and just has his Thor suit, but has padding because he has a belly, and then his beard is braided. He has like a man bun. I'm like, oh my god! And now you're gonna see a bunch of dad bod Thor cosplays, which I think gives people to cosplay more. I might cosplay as that. Hell, I'll get a wig. I'll try to grow the beard. I can't grow a beard, but I could get a fake beard. Yeah. Dad bod Thor. Man, I love dad bod Thor. Whoever made that decision to make dad bod Thor, I praise you. I hope they keep him like that for a while. Now, I talk about that because in the recent comics there is Thor makes a joke about as Guardians of the Galaxy. He's like, no, we're the Guardians of the Galaxy. And because it's funny because a couple of months ago they did release a comic line called As Guardians of the Galaxy, which I forgot who's in there. I know. No. Who's in this team? Someone's in this team. Throg, the frog version of Thor. Thor's sister, not Hela, because in the comics Hela's a different entity. She's literally the goddess of death. And the guy who died, what is it? Not Drac. What? Okay, but yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a fun line just giving like, oh, as Guardians of the Galaxy. And now when people go to the comic book store, oh, I heard as Guardians of the Galaxy. Is this an actual thing? You can look it up. It's an actual thing. And the comic's pretty good, actually. I enjoy it. It has pretty good, funny moments, and it has some heart to it. So I'm enjoying as Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, originally, this was supposed to be Chris Hemsworth's last movie. He wants to do more, so apparently he's trying to get a 2-movie deal again. I'm hoping because I want to see more Thor. Maybe in a future Avengers film he could say, I was part of the original Avengers. You guys know nothing. I just want to have a similar line to that. I say that because Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming out, is filming next year because James Gunn is filming Suicide Squad. And it's funny because Suicide Squad, the trailers, the promotions felt like Guardians of the Galaxy-esque, and then they literally got the Guardians of the Galaxy director guy. So, because he's doing that, he can't film Guardians of the Galaxy because originally it was supposed to be filmed already. But since, his whole debacle of him banning fire, but not really, it was just a stunt kind of, but not really. I'm like, huh? Disney, you messed up. You really messed up with getting rid of James Gunn because nobody would touch that franchise. Nobody. They're like, no, that's James Gunn's thing. We're not touching that with a 10-foot pole. No, sorry, no. Even Taika Waititi said, yeah, I'm not going near that. Because apparently people wanted him to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because original Disney was just going to use his script, but not his direction. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with James Gunn's script or a different director would not feel like James Gunn. But he is coming back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And I say that because it's going to the next thing. I want to say Beta Ray Bill. I want Beta Ray Bill to come in the MCU. God, he should have been in Thor Ragnarok. He could have had a buddy. It could have been a buddy cop thing with Thor. Man, I want Beta Ray Bill. I hope he gets his hammer too. God, I love Beta Ray Bill. He's such an awesome character. He's like Thor. He was genetically modified. He's the perfect soldier to protect his people, and that he's worthy enough to have his own hammer. Oh, and he's also in the current Guardians of the Galaxy run. So, yeah, Beta Ray Bill. I want Beta Ray Bill. He's like a horse creature thing. He's awesome. Go look him up. He's awesome. I love Beta Ray Bill. He should have been in Thor Ragnarok. God. Yeah, I would have loved Beta Ray Bill to be in the movie. If you don't know Beta Ray Bill, just watch Planet Hulk. Watch Planet Hulk. That's your Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill. And also Avengers vs. Mightiest Heroes, where he fights Surtur creatures. He's also in that. So yeah, Beta Ray Bill. Hopefully we get to see him in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And Thor. Hopefully as just... Because here's the thing. You can't have Thor in Guardians of the Galaxy because he'll take too much of the spotlight. So I'm hoping he's in like just beginning and like bye guys, I'm going to get more beer. Leaves. Comes back. I got beer. Oh, what happened? What happened? I just got beer. I got drunk. Nobody called me. Yeah, I want that. That would be cool. And then just Beta Ray Bill just picks up his axe like, this is mine now. Thor's like, what? That should be the end of the film. Okay, let's talk Captain America passing on the title to Sam Wilson, aka Falcon. Now, I found this as a perfect send-off to Steve because he went back in time to Peggy Carter, his sweetheart, the love of his life. He went back in time and lived his life. He followed Tony Stark's steps, because Steve really was man out of time. He really didn't feel like a man out of time, but he also felt like I missed my life. I wanted to be with Peggy. I lost that chance 70 years ago. I never got to dance with the girl of my life, the only girl that loved me before I was Captain America. And yeah, we're giving a flashback to him dancing with Peggy and Word Through Your Eyes. And yeah, he lived a life. He lived a happy life. He had a family. He had a house. He was a soldier. As a soldier, he's like, I'm done. I've done my battle. I want to live my life. I've seen my friend die. Sacrifice everything. He had a kid. He died so everyone could live, and all I could do is just go back and just keep fighting. I'm like, no, I'm done fighting. I'm gonna retire, because the Hulk sends him back in time to put the stones back, and he doesn't come back within 3 seconds. And then Bucky's like, Sam walks him, because Bucky's like, go talk to him. And Cap's like, hey Sam, I got a gift for you. Gives him the shield. He's like, I can't live in the world without a Captain America. Well, you're Captain America now. Yeah. I feel like Sam is a perfect choice because he has the same ideals. He has the same respect for people like Cap does. He does everything right. Hell, he helped Captain America. Falcon helped Captain America in Winter Soldier. A man who knew almost everything about Captain America, and when Cap asked for help, he's like, I'll help you because you're Captain freaking America. Civil War did the same thing. Like, Cap, I've been following you for a long time. I'm an Avenger, you're an Avenger, you're the leader. I'm following you. You're the leader, man. I'm down with you. And he's a perfect choice to be. Now, a lot of people he's a perfect choice to be Captain America at the moment because Bucky hasn't had a redemption. Because after Civil War, the events of Civil War, Bucky took up the mantle of Captain America. Bucky already had his redemption. But in the MCU, he hasn't. And Sam is a perfect choice at the moment because he embodies the hope of Captain America. And that's really Captain America's thing. You have to embody the hope of the American people and hope of the future. That's how I see it. Was it a good choice? Yes. And let me just say this. I cannot wait because they're having a Falcon and Winter Soldier show, and it's just gonna be like Sam's like, I don't know if I can be Captain America. He has a suit and everything. He's Captain America. I don't know if I can be Captain America. Winter Soldier's like, just man up and beat Captain America. My best friend went back in time and said, you're Cap. I don't want to be Cap at the moment. I can't be Cap at the moment. I'm too messed up from my Russian programming. I gotta scratch my leg. Ow. I'm too messed up from my Russian programming. I've killed too many innocent people. You fought in war. You fought alongside my friend. You're an Avenger. You're Cap. Be Cap. and I'm hoping as Sam Wilson as Cap, he could fight different ideals, because of course they're not gonna have the same ideals all the time. Steve and Sam. I'm hoping Sam can go do more as Cap. Do more. He could do more charities. He could help more people. He could help the less fortunate. That's what I'm hoping for their TV show. So, Avengers Endgame is so good. The big one. Oh, the emotional tearjerker. Iron Man's big send-off. Oh, Iron Man started back in 2008 with Robert Downey Jr., an actor who literally people lost faith in, became the face of MCU. Robert Downey Jr. is literally Iron Man. You cannot differentiate the two at all. But yeah, this at the end of the film, he's struggling with Thanos to get the stones. Thanos snaps, and he says, "I'm inevitable." Snaps, and Tony Stark has the gloves. They're all forming. He's burning up a little. He's like, ugh. He's like, "I am Iron Man." Well, I am Iron Man. Snaps. Thanos sees his army disappear, and what's funny is Thanos sits down as he sits down in Infinity War. He dies in the same pose as he sits down at the end of Infinity War. And as that happens, Tony Stark just falls back. He's burnt. I mean, the stones cannot be held by regular humans, as we learned that in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And Tony Stark took 6 of them. And of course, his body's messed up. You see a bit charged. I'm guessing his insides were just bubbly. And it was an emotional tearjerker. I'm like, no! I'm actually crying a little bit because I'm thinking of that moment. Oh, that was an emotional moment. Not many people cried. I cried twice. The second time I said I'm not going to cry, I cried. Oh, an emotional tearjerker. Oh, man. I was like, no. And then Pepper's like, "Tony, will be okay." And then Spider-Man's like, "Mr. Stark, no, don't, no. And then after you see the famous head tilt, just when you're, he's just like, and then you see his arc reactors flicker, it turns off. I'm like, no. And then he has his funeral. Every character, almost all the Avengers are there. We get Nick Fury, we get Peter Parker, we get Hulk, we get the kid from Iron Man 3, which, oh my god, not many people knew. I'm like, I know that kid. I know that guy. Holy crap, he's a kid from Iron Man 3. You know, in Iron Man 3, Tony Stark helped out a kid, gave him a gift of tech, and it's pretty nice. I'm happy they brought him back. Yeah, and basically it was just a nice end-off, and his daughter's there, and Pepper's there, Hulk's there, Thor's there, Cap's there. Basically, what's left of the Avengers. Basically, the whole Avengers crew is there, and Peter Parker, Nick Fury, Murray Hill, General Ross. Yeah, it was a good send-off, and they have flowers there, and they put the thing from Iron Man where Pepper kept that. Pepper kept that for so long. The Tony Stark has a heart. She puts in the middle of the flower bouquet, sends it off in the river. I'm like, oh, if you lit it on fire, it would have been like a Viking funeral. I'm like, oh no. The emotion, I'm like, no, but this is the end of Iron Man. They can never bring him back. They can do flashbacks with him, but they can never bring him back. I'm like, no. It was an emotional moment. Yeah, and then I just want to talk about the new Avengers, basically. Of course, this will not be the last Avengers film. I know we could talk more about what happened in the Avengers film, and I might do that as a separate thing once the whole thing comes out. I really don't want to ride this hype train for that. But eventually I will try to record an episode with just talking full of Avengers stuff. If you want to see that, let me know. I will geek out about Avengers Endgame. I will. But yeah, I want to talk about the new Avengers because, what will the future Avengers team look like? Probably Sam Wilson's Cap. Of course, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, maybe Captain Marvel, depending how they want to use her. Because again, she's in space, but she's an Avenger. I don't know if they want to keep her as Avenger, Earth-based, or have her just be like, hey, Carol, can you come for the meetings? And then she's gone. And then when they're like messed up, or like, Doctor Strange, portal. Carol pops in and fights. That'll be cool. But yeah, what will the new Avengers roster be like? Because Hawkeye will not be Hawkeye anymore. Because in his own TV show, he's going to pass it on to Kate Bishop. Scarlet Witch is going to have her own TV show trying to bring back Vision or be set in the 50s. That's the newest rumor. So we're left with just Hulk. Hulk may be in Avengers. We don't know. Mark Ruffalo has one more film. So the event in the comics, of course, the Avengers roster always changes. But yeah. What will the new Avengers team look like? Will it have? Of course, they're gonna have Sam Wilson's Cap because he's gonna be the new Captain America. Doctor Strange, of course. Black Panther, Spider-Man, Ant-Man and Wasp. Ant-Man and Wasp. That too. That could always happen. So the Avengers roster will be different. It won't be the original six. It'll be the new Avengers team. When they bring the Avengers back, they should be like all new Avengers, or all new Avengers. That should be the title for like the sequel, the fifth Avengers film. But yeah, because there's a big hint of A-Force when all the women are together. That's a pretty cool moment because all the women are helping each other. I'm like, oh, you have all the ladies in the MCU. That is so cool. And then just that big battle is awesome. But yeah, what will the Avengers team? Who will be the villain? I got Kang the Conqueror. I want Kang the Conqueror. He's a cool villain. He's a time travel villain. It could be after the events of Endgame, like, I felt a disturbance in time. Let me go at it. He's like, who the hell messed with time today? Who messed up with time today? I'm the guy from 3,000 year. I'm from the year 3000. Who messed up with time? Avengers? Who? Let me go beat them up. So I want Kang the Conqueror or Galactus or Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer could be a villain too. Before Galactus, that could be a two-parter. Silver Surfer, Galactus, Doctor Doom, because we got the rights back, and I'm spitting all over. But Avengers Endgame, perfect conclusion to a 22-film saga. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Avengers Endgame hit number 2 worldwide. And I'm like, it was in number 8, it was in number 5, now it's in number 2. And I want to say that because congratulations to Zoe Saldana. She is the only actress to have 3 films under her belt that has reached over $2 billion. If you're trying to wonder, Zoe Saldana, she's been in 3 films that's over $2 billion. Which 3 films? Avengers Endgame, which is almost reaching number 1 worldwide. Avengers Infinity War, and the biggest movie in the world, Avatar. Not the Last Airbender, not the crappy one, the good one with the blue Smurfs. But yeah, I just want to give Endgame and the directors of Joe Anthony Russo the biggest congratulations because, oh my God, this movie's been hyped for a year, and it's reaching heights like no other movie has. It's reached this much money in 2 weeks. Avatar took about 45 days. This movie is only 2 weeks. Imagine on the 3rd week, which is gonna have competition, of course, because you got Detective Pikachu coming out, which I plan to see it, and I cannot wait. Because Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu is a good voice, but I wanted Danny DeVito, but I cannot wait because this will be the first video game movie that will be good, hopefully. I really hope so, because we need more good video game movies. And then the week after that, we got John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, Elabellum. I don't know. I bought John Wick 1 and John Wick 2 on DVD. I bought that as my gift. The best $30 I spent. So yeah, Oh my god. My nose is stuffy. But yeah, Endgame. I think everyone predicted this movie was going to be big. Not everyone thought it was going to be this big. And I think it has a chance to be number one. Kind of has to. And because it's funny because James Cameron's taken so long to make a sequel. It's taken him 11 years, man. I'm done hyping up Avatar 2 at this point. And you're filming sequels back to back. I cannot hype that film anymore. I am sorry. I'm seeing it, of course, but it's like, yeah, until I see a trailer, I'm not hyped for Avatar 2. Sorry. We're going to talk about the Sonic trailer and the backlash. Woohoo! Ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. Now we're going to talk about the Sonic trailer and the biggest backlash I've ever seen. Oh my god, I saw the Sonic trailer, I'm like, Sonic looks weird. He looks way too human. Them legs are way too human. I'm thinking to myself, what? Why? And the director said, there was an interview a while back, a couple days ago actually. Yeah, we're trying to introduce Sonic in our like real world. I'm like, he's a hedgehog. He is a hedgehog from a cartoon. Just make him look like the cartoon. How can you mess up a simple design? Yet they have done it. The trailer's cheesy. And also what's funny is there's been a lot of controversy with that trailer because people who reacted to it and people who, you know, not use it on the fair use and yeah, use the fair use and only like use like 3 seconds of a song that was in the trailer, they got copyrighted claim, which gave more backlash to the film. And people were like, Sonic looks like crap, and he did, in my opinion. And his teeth was weird. My throat hurts. Yeah, he looked weird. He did not look like the fuzzy creature would look like in the cartoon. He looked like a demon sometimes. Just, huh? I can't believe I just did that face. Just, huh? Okay, yeah, he had a weird face. And what's funny is people online who don't have the budget of these films made a better art, made better representations of Sonic. Oh my god. People who have over $100 million budget films made this Sonic creature thing not good. People who have a $5 editing software or Photoshop made it so much better. And there was enough backlash to this design. The director said, yeah, we're gonna give respect to the fans and we're gonna redesign Sonic. You're like, this is the only time the internet has won over a backlash. This is the only time the whole United YouTube and people of Sonic who are fans of Sonic said, we don't like this. And the people are like, yeah, we got to pay attention to people because we don't want this to be a flop. We want to have sequels. Please, we want to have sequels. Do not hurt us, internet. And yeah, the internet won basically. And there's actually, you could look up Sonic memes and there's just people who made the eyes and mouth better, who gave Sonic the actual look of Sonic, and also creepy versions of Sonic as well, which is very disturbing. But yeah, oh yeah, also I got a new haircut. Yes, I got a new haircut. I noticed. But yeah, will I see the Sonic movie? Maybe, if the second trailer is better. Because the first trailer was not that. It was hilarious. I did not take it seriously, I'm sorry. And James Marsden, who played Cyclops, he's in it. And there's a scene where, like, no human would say that. He's carrying Sonic in a bag and he's like, is that your child? And James Marsden says, in his serious face, he says, oh, it's not my child. Don't worry. Along the lines of that. I'm thinking to myself, no human in the right mind would say that. And sounds like, it smells like socks and sweat. I'm like, no human would say that. So, okay, I believe Sonic could say that. but no human would say, "Oh, don't worry, it's not my child in this bag." Oh man, this movie's gonna be somewhat of a train wreck. Oh man, I might see it just to laugh, to get some good laughs. Okay, now there's some casting news for the Suicide Squad reboot slash sequel set slash whatever. We are having actually a pretty good actor, which he's pretty famous. Well, he's not that famous, but he is famous in my opinion because I've seen him almost in goddamn everything in DC and Marvel. He is. The name is David Malchin. He's been in The Dark Knight, the creepy guy from Dark Knight. He's also been in Gotham. He's also been in Ant-Man and the Wasp, the friends of Paul Rudd's character Scott Lang, and he's also been in The Flash. Now, this guy has been in a ton of DC and Marvel property, and let me just say this: the guy can find work. And oh my God, he can play a creepy face, and he's apparently going to be playing the Polka Dot Man. So you know what? I'm going to see James Gunn Suicide Squad because James Gunn is a good director and he can write. So yeah. The best news I've heard all week. The literal best news I've heard all week. Hulu is giving a Ghost Rider show. It is getting a Ghost Rider show. It is getting the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, a TV show people have asked for since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, since when they introduced him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I say Robbie Reyes because Gabriel Luna, who played him, is going to reprise his role. I'm like, yes! Because if you haven't seen the first half of the Ghost Rider arc of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., oh my God. Ghost Rider is such a badass. I love it. Ghost Rider is pretty good. I love his character. And I'm like, the first Nicolas Cage movie of Ghost Rider is pretty good. Well, not pretty good. It's pretty decent. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. Now look at it, it's like, it's a bit cheesy. Nicolas Cage is doing his thing. But when they do the Ghost Rider scenes, they're really cool. The second one's just awful. It's just awful. I don't want to talk about it. I still love it. Now I'm older. I'm like, yeah, this is a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap. But yeah, he's gonna have his own show, which is weird because Disney Plus, the Disney streaming service, is creating shows, but they're not adding Ghost Rider. Maybe because it's more adult. Because Ghost Rider fights demons and spirits. He's literally called the Spirit of Vengeance. So yeah, what I want to see for this Ghost Rider TV show, let Ghost Rider speak. For God's sakes, stop with the reality stuff. You're dealing with spirits, dude. Because in the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., they didn't give him a voice. I'm like, oh yeah, because he has no vocal cords, he cannot speak. I'm like, he's a spirit. He's a ghost. He's a spirit of vengeance. Hell, you had ghosts in that season that spoke. They don't have physical vocal cords. Yet you gave those spirits voice. Oh God, my voice is hurting. But yeah, I want Ghost Rider to speak. I want him to have a creepy voice when he's doing it. But yeah, Gabriel Luna, come back for Ghost Rider? Yes. And they're also creating a Hellstrom TV show, which I'm like, Hellstrom's not that well known. Hell, I recently knew about it in the current 5-issue mini series of Spirits of Vengeance. But yeah, it's gonna be Damon and Anna Hellstrom, son and daughter of a mysterious but powerful serial killer. But yeah, that's gonna be the premise of the show. But in the comics, Daniel Hellstrom is literally the son of Lucifer. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting Hulu just for Ghost Rider. I'm like, I want Ghost Rider. I'm getting Ghost Rider TV show because Netflix canceled all their shows. At least Hulu is making a decision of, yeah, we're going to get the Ghost Rider. We're also going to get the original guy back. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Now save Punisher and Daredevil and get a Defenders TV show and then get all those characters back because I want to see those. Because that would have been cool when, back in Endgame, I won't say this, it would have been cool to see the Defenders just pop in. They got dusted. They pop in like, yeah, we're back up as well. Yeah. Daredevil's like, never fought this. big war. Yup, Iron Fist, Power Man, Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones has a shot. Like, let's just get this over with. Fights the Thanos' army. Oh, that would have been cool to see. Because back then, they said everything was connected, but nothing was connected in TV show part. Except in Endgame, we got to see the first Jarvis, the real life Jarvis, in Endgame, which is the only TV character to come from TV to movie, that's the only connection. But yeah, 2 Marvel TV shows coming on Hulu. Which 2 characters are rated R or more adult oriented? Yes, give me. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Lucifer season 4, which is coming out May 8th. It's coming out this Wednesday. Hopefully I get this podcast out by Wednesday. I cannot wait for Lucifer. And there was given a new look for Lucifer where I think he fully embraces himself. Because in the 3rd season he has the white wings, he has the glowing aura, he's literally an angel again, and then in this season he's gonna have his devilish look. There was a recent trailer where he had a red face, like fingernails that are like sharpened. His wings are horned. They're not feathers. They're like the skin. I'm like, this season's gonna be great, and which is great because if you have Netflix, watch season 1 to 3 of Lucifer. It is really good. There's a lot of filler, but it's good filler. And yeah, I really cannot wait for Lucifer. I was sad it was canceled. It's bringing it back, and it's so soon. Oh, Lucifer is awesome. I got a ton of people addicted to seeing Lucifer, the TV show, not the actual devil. But yeah, Lucifer coming back pretty soon. It's gonna be an awesome Wednesday, and it's also comic book day. I'm also gonna talk about comics in a bit. Now we're also gonna talk about the greatest crossover event. I don't know what's with this over 2018. What the best crossovers in movies and TV shows? We're getting a Batman vs. TMNT movie, which is coming out May 14th on digital and coming out on physical on June 4th. Now there was a clip of it released a couple days ago, of basically the Foot Clan invades Gotham. They're there to steal a generator. Barbara Gordon's there. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stop the Foot Clan, but not really. They steal a generator, and basically it was a flashback to Batgirl telling Batman that there's this green lizard thing that stole the generator. We had to stop him because that generator could be used for evil. And Batman's like, we're gonna stop him. Jumps off the roof. Now this is hopefully I don't think it's based on the comic Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because if it's not, it's its own thing. Good. It's also good for promotion because once that movie comes out, the TMNT Batman and TMNT 3 comic, I think should be in like issue 2 or 3. Which, if you wanna, after you watch the movie, you're like, oh, I want to read more of this, you can just go to your local comic book shop and go get that comic. Now we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about something serious in the moment. We're gonna talk about the legend Star Wars actor Peter Mayhew. You may know him as the lovable Wookiee Chewbacca. Now he died this past week. He was supposed to be appearing in the con, but he couldn't because he passed. And what the fans did, they give him a loving memorial, which they left him flowers, figurines on where his stand was, his booth was, which I find that very good. A very nice touch. I'm like, we lost Carrie Fisher, we lost Peter Mayhew. I'm like, we're losing a lot of good actors. And Peter Mayhew, he played the original Wookiee in the original Star Wars trilogy and the new Disney Star Wars trilogy. So seeing him gone is very sad. I give condolences to his family, and his fans have given him enough respect to not just say, I want my money back. They gave a nice memorial to him. So kudos to Peter Mayhew. May you rest in peace, and hopefully you're dancing with Carrie Fisher. So we're going to move on to something positive because, so so much death. Oh, we're gonna move to something more positive. We're gonna talk about the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, which got released earlier today this morning. Let's just say multiverse is shown. Peter Parker may become the new Iron Man, and also MJ knows Peter's secret. Let's say this: I cannot wait for this movie to come out because I love Spider-Man. We're gonna get Mysterio. We're gonna get the Elementals. We're gonna get Hydra Man, Molten Man, and Sandman. And another Elemental, which I forget, but. This trailer, we're given an awesome shot of Mysterio with his awesome getup, like a better shot than his CGI form, than the ones that we were like, oh, you don't want any part of this and does that. But he's standing still. He talks to Peter like, oh, my world, we don't have heroes like you. I'm like, is the multiverse real? What? And what's funny is this is set after the events of Endgame because Spider-Man is still having the Infinity War suit. And he's like, yeah, I see Mr. Stark everywhere because there's paintings all over giving remembrance to what happened to Mr. Stark. Yeah, he fights. He stops the crime and he says, "Oh, bye guys, I'm going on vacation." And he denies Tony Fury's calls, and Fury's like picks him up. He's like, "Why you been refusing my calls? You've been to goddamn space. Don't. I have a mission for you." He's like, I'm only a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Can't you call Thor? He's in space. Can you call Captain Marvel? She's in outer space. Hawkeye? I just want to list every hero like Hawkeye. No, he's with his family. He's still under house arrest. Ant-Man, he's with his family. We don't want to bother him. Falcon, he's being new Captain America. What do you want me to do? I don't have strength. Oh, okay, I have strength. I've been in space. I fought Titan, and I died, and I came back. I had a tough week. I don't want to do this because I feel like Tom Holland Spider-Man has to live up to this mantle now because Tony Stark is dead, and he feels like I have to be the new Iron Man. Which I'm like, good, because he's like, I just want to be like, I want to try to live up to Stark's legacy, but I want to be my own man. And I'm hoping Stark leaves him like a new suit or a lab. Say, Peter, I made you this. Hopefully when you get this, you can create better things than I did for your suit. I cannot wait for this movie, and it's already I think it's on sale now. If you want to go to Fandango.com, you can get your tickets. Also, it's the first MCU movie that's coming out on a Tuesday. I think it's on a Tuesday. It's coming out July 2nd. It's not coming out on Thursday. It's coming out on Tuesday, which is like, oh my God, I have to watch this Tuesday now, not to be spoiled on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is going to mess up my work schedule, which is, I'm like, oh my God. Ugh. But yeah, am I excited for Spider-Man Homecoming? Yes. No. Spider-Man Far From Home? Far From Home? Yes. I keep messing up. I keep saying Far From Home. It's just Far From Home. I don't know. I speak weird. But yeah, I cannot wait for this movie. And we get to learn more about, and also there's the explanation of Peter's love life. Because I feel like this Peter's like, oh, I want to impress Mr. Stark, but like, I don't get to live my life. I get the girl, but I broke her heart. I got her dad sent to jail. And this will be like, I think MJ likes me. I'm like, I'm going to ask her out. Like, I don't have to be Spider-Man in this strip. I could be Peter Parker for once. Which I'm liking that they're showing more dilemma of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Because you can't have one without the other or having dilemma. That's all the stuff I want to talk about this week. Now we're going to talk about comics. So we're going to talk about the Batman and the Outsiders #1, which is a little info. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it out. I'm going to tell you a little info about the book and also who wrote it and whose art. I'm going to talk about Batman and the Outsiders. Outsiders #1. Batman forms a team of Black Lightning, The Signal, Katana, and Orphan. It's written by Brian Hill and Tyler Kirkham. I'm going to get this book because it has Black Lightning, has The Signal, which is aka Duke Thomas, and we get to see more Batman. And I think it's only going to be an 3-issue miniseries because this was supposed to come out months ago, but it was pulled because let's see. Brian Hill wrote the Detective Comics. I think he wrote like 6 issues. And then he announced this book, but it got pushed back to this one. It was supposed to come out in like February, and it got pushed back to May. So I'm excited. We're also going to get The Batman Who Laughs. I can't. Okay, we're going to talk about The Batman Who Laughs, issue number 5. It's a 7-issue miniseries. It's almost over. You want to read more about Batman Who Laughs because his one-shot and being in Justice League has been really good. Yeah. So basically, will Batman become a killer of the main DC universe? And the Batman the main DC universe is Batman Who's Alive, while on another Earth. It's written by Scott Snyder and art is by Jock. Now, Scott Snyder can write Batman. He created the whole Dark Knight Metal Batman fiasco for, he created the one-shots. He wrote the one-shots. He wrote the main story. So, Scott Snyder, I cannot wait for what you do next with this character. Now we're going to talk about Captain America issue number 10. A riot is happening, but does Steve want to escape prison? Basically, in the storyline, Steve's in prison because people think he's the evil Cap, and it's basically he's debating himself. If I leave, people will think I'm evil Cap, but if I stay here, I could prove people, I'm Captain America. It's written by Ta-Nehisi Coates and Adam. The art is by Adam Kubert. This book's been pretty good. It's been a pretty solid 10 issues. And each issue that gets released, I'm excited. Okay, now we're going to talk about Catwoman number 11. Basically, Catwoman asks herself, who is Selena Kyle? That's all the info I wrote. It's written by Jolene Jones, and the art is by Fernando Blanco. So, Catwoman, pretty good. I love her series so far, so I'm hoping we get more books. Well, we get more issues about her. Let's see. We're going to get to Detective Comics 1003, 1003. Damian fights the Arkham Knight, but the Arkham Knight has a plan for Damian. You know what? The Arkham Knight is a formidable force because it seems like the Arkham Knight knows Batman's tactics, as we've seen in issue 1001. The writer is Peter J. Tomasi, and the art is by Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy. Now we're going to talk about Flash number 70, which is the first part of a 6-issue series of Flash Year 1. Basically, Barry Allen is struck by lightning, and we get to learn how Barry Allen masters his powers. And will he become the hero of Century City or not? We know that he will because it's only the year 1. But it's written by Joshua Williams and art by Christian Duce. Now we're going to talk about Captain Marvel issue number 5. Carol fights Nuclear Man, but he has a mysterious plan. It's written by Kelly Thompson and art by Carmen Nunez Carnero. Now, Captain Marvel's a pretty okay book. It's not the best. I'm not totally into it, but it's pretty decent where I'm like, okay, I could read more Captain Marvel. Maybe, hopefully, it could get a little bit better. The first issue was like, okay, I like it. And it's just like, what? The previous issue was like, what? Like, But like, I'll keep reading for now. If I don't like it by issue 6, I will drop it. But you want to read more about Captain Marvel, there's your choice. Kelly Thompson's a pretty good writer. I read her Hawkeye series, so we'll see. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6. The planet is doomed. Spider-Man is powerless, but Spider-Bite can save the day. The writers Tom Taylor and Juan Cabal. This Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series has been pretty interesting. There's been like one boring issue, but other than that, pretty interesting. And I think it won't last too long. It'll be like a 12-issue mini because there's way too many Spider-Man books. Now we're going to talk about Hawkman number 12. Will all of Hawkman save the day, or will the Deathbringers destroy the universe? The writer is Robert Venditti, and the art is Brian Hitch. Now, Robert Venditti can write Hawkman because Hawkman is a cool character. Brian Venditti did the Hal Jordan and Green Lantern runs 1 through 50, so I have hope that he will give a good conclusion to this because he gave a good conclusion to Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. Now we're going to talk about the Justice League Odyssey number 9. Cyber is on its own. Jessica Cruz and Starfire and Azrael must stand against the greatest evil. The writer is Dan Abnett and the artist by Daniel Sampere and Juan Albarran. So, Justice League Odyssey, pretty cool. It has Darkseid in it, and basically they have to work with Darkseid. So, more Darkseid, please. Now we're going to talk about Wonder Woman number 70. Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor, and Aphrodite find Aphrodite's son and a town, and in the town he is in, the people act on their secret desires. The writer is G. Willow Wilson, and art is by Sermanico. G. Willow Wilson's run on Wonder Woman, it's been pretty fun. Because Wonder Woman is weird because you can only do two stories with her. Either do her weird, she could be your hero, or she could do the mythological stuff. Which the mythological stuff isn't always a hit, but I'll see what G. Willow Wilson can do. But we're also going to talk about Shazam number 5 by Jeff Johns. I didn't get to write that because of random space, but basically 2 of the Shazam kids must leave. The only way to leave the game world is to get enough points, and to get enough points, they have to stop the toughest game guy, well, the game lord that there is. So Shazam, it's been pretty good. I love Jeff Johns' writing. I think he can do no wrong in writing, as we've seen in Doomsday Clock and the DC Rebirth one-shot and his Flash Rebirth run. Not the Flash Rebirth that we were given back in 2009. And then 2 books I didn't get to talk about, which is War of the Realms, Journey into Mystery number 2, which is the adventures of Miles Morales, Kate Bishop, and Thor's brother, to save Thor's sister, to get her away from the War of the Realms, which, my God, War of the Realms is pretty good. War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas. Basically, it's going to be a team of Silk, Brawn, and Shang-Chi. It's basically, we're going to get a bunch of characters working together as a team. Basically, a lot of people are dubbing it as the Asian Avengers. But I'm not going to mention that because, well, I did mention that. But I really can't wait because Braun is a pretty good character that I wanted to see him explore, because his Champions run is just, oh yeah, he's Braun, and then 4 issues, and they redid the Champions book, and now, yeah. But you know what? That's all I'm going to talk about. I hope you enjoy. Watch for next week's podcast. Thank you, and have a good day. Peace.